Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today I am going to go back to my rating in the top 100-ish with a featured hero. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I know you all enjoyed them, and I want to feature a couple specific heroes, and it's going to be my two Ascension mimics today. I have a red one, which is double limit broken with Masterclass emblems. I did take the attack palette on him, and as you can see, he's got 1850 attack, 1664 shield, and 2826 health. I do like the Ascension mimics a lot more than the experienced ones because of the fact that the Ascension mimics hit 3 targets instead of 1, so you actually have an ability to gain all of your mana back and use the special twice in a row if you can kill 3 enemies, because with this special he deals 380% damage to the target and nearby enemies. If an enemy is defeated by the attack, the caster recovers 50% health and gains plus 33% mana. The target and nearby enemies receive 888 bleed damage over 4 turns. The mimic chest closes for 2 turns. So this is what my red one looks like. My blue one, I did not have any Masterclass emblems left to put on him, so he's got 1700 attack, 1664 shield, and 2726 health. I did take the same exact talent path on him with attack as the primary, shield as the secondary. So I am going to go through 6 raid flags, and I am going to offer commentary throughout each of those battles as well. Real quick before we get started, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. And as you can see, I am currently ranked 60th in the global rankings, so I should find mostly enemies that are in the top 100. I'm also going to only be attacking enemy formations that are that standard V that we would see in a regular war battle, because I want to try to emulate as best as possible what a war battle could look like. I am also going to try to face different tanks as well, so ideally I would like to try to face 6 different tanks with these Ascension mimics. So this first battle, we're going to be going up against a Songjiang tank team. They've also got Glass, Liana, Von Rothbart, Homri, and Revna. My typical playstyle is 3-2, and while reds are not ideal against blue, obviously, because it's weak, I think I'll probably do a 4-1 setup maybe instead for blue over reds. Or maybe I'll do a 3-1-1 with 3 blues, 1 red, and a different color of another support hero in case if I need to heal or cleanse the silence or something like that from Songjiang. So let's bring in a couple heroes. I do want to bring in Nautica because he resists silence and he is a healer, so if Songjiang does go off, then I want to be able to make sure that I can heal and not have been silenced. And I decided instead to bring in Medea for the Shifting Miles attack in case if I need to prevent somebody from using their special. I've also got Oni Wakamaru for the Undispellable Taunt, and he gets his special in just 5 tiles. Let's see how this first flag here goes. All right, pretty good board to start from a blue perspective. I need 5 blues for Oni Wakamaru, and we're actually going to be able to get these on the first turn because I'm going to match these 4 blues in the middle, and then that blue dragon's going to stay there and create a cascade with 3 other blues right after it. Perfect. Now I am going to use Oni Wakamaru because Songjiang is definitely going to go off over the next 2 turns. Now, I am thinking about hitting the purple dragon up top. Yeah, I am going to do that. All right, now I'm going to match the 3 purples vertically up against Songjiang. That's going to give me Medea's special. And a little bit of a cascade that I didn't really want. Songjiang does have the ailment immunity ether power, so he doesn't get any ailments for 3 more turns. thinking Sung Jing is probably going to be going off again before I am able to either get Oni Wakamaru activated again or Sung Jing's ailment immunity to go away. So let's use Medea on the 3 on the right. Then I'm going to match these 3 purples so that I can match some blues next turn so I can heal with Nautica. Or we could get a Cascade and I can heal this next turn. Alright, that worked out good too since my Mimic did not get Silence. Let's use him over here on the right. And we're going to be going up against enemies with 1904 shield, 2144 plus the 428 for Revna, and then 2075 for Sung Jing. So let's use our Mimic and see what kind of damage this does here. About 1,000 for each. Okay. Let's use our Nautica so that it can heal. And I think I'm going to hit this blue dragon. Actually, you know what? Let's match these 3 yellow tiles so I can match 3 blues next turn and probably kill Sung Jing this next turn. Perfect. Alright, that worked out good. How many more turns am I silenced for? 2 more turns. Let's match these 3 greens so I can match some blues next turn. I'm hoping these 4 blues kill Homri. I may want to wait for that bleed damage to give some more bleed. That way if I use the bleed damage and then the 4 blue tiles, they'll have a higher chance of killing Homri without him going off. Let's match these 3 purples up against Von Rothberg. Is going to set him off, but that's okay. My red Mimic is now dancing in silence because of that. Alright, well, let's use Oni Wakamaru so that I get the taunt for Homri, although I think we should be able to kill him with these 4 blues. Perfect. Now, we've got our Ice Blue Mimic. Let's use him over here on the left. Now, I'm going to hit this blue dragon so that I can heal with Nautica. Nice cascading. I'm going to wait to use my specials. Actually, let's heal with Nautica since I'm going to match some blue tiles right now. And these blue tiles might kill Revna. Not quite. We do have my blue Mimic and Medea. Let's use the blue Mimic on Revna. We should be able... Ooh, it's going to be close, actually. I might need to use Medea first. Because I was only doing about 1,000 damage to Revna. Medea was strong enough to kill Revna, though. How many more turns is this dancing for? 1 more turn. Let's go with these 3 purple tiles. And now we've got everybody's specials. Let's use the blue one first. The red one's more powerful, so I'd like to see if maybe this can maybe kill Von Rothberg at least. Alright, 1157 and 1135 damage for those 2. Now, we should be able to get the red one's special back with that move. Hopefully he doesn't get silenced again, although he's locked. Okay, and we should be able to end this battle with the Ascension Mimic. Just kidding. Alright, let's match these purples so I can get Medea and end the battle. All right, 1 for 1 with our Ascension Mimic so far. Next up, this is a reverse V, so we're going to re-roll that. We've got another Sung Jiang tank team, but we just went up against him, and again, I do want to face different enemies. We've got a Gurik tank team. Gurik is one of the more annoying heroes in the game right now, so I am going to go up against him, and I don't need only Wakamaru as much for this type of battle. Let's see who might be beneficial. I think I'm going to take out Nautica as well, and let's bring in Ceres and maybe a couple other reds. Actually, let's take a look at our blues and reds that I've got. I don't want to bring in Grimsteel because of the attack growth. Actually would be helpful, but because we're featuring the Ascension Mimics, I want to show you all what the damage from the tiles and then also from the specials looks like on different types of enemies that we're going to be facing. Let's bring in somebody who can block Gurik. I've got Damon, so let's bring him in actually. And then let's bring in Richard and Revna so that I can reflect the silencing and the wither effects from Ceres, Gongoth, and Sung Jiang. That's actually going to work out really good. Okay, I think I want to go with this. Yeah, let's do this. All right. The bad board here. I'm going to start off with the 4 blues in the middle. Let's match these 3 reds up against Gongoth now. Match these 3 blues up against Sung Jiang. And then now I'm going to match these 3 reds. That's going to give me Damon so that I can use him on Gurik. I'm really hoping there is not a crazy cascade here. Please no purple in the middle. Thank you. That worked out great. Let's use Damon on Gurik. Now, I need 2 more blues for both of my blue specials. I would really like to get Revna activated if we could. So I'm going to hit this blue dragon just the way it is. I'm not going to move any other blues. I'm hoping we get a red somewhere, and we did actually get a red. Not exactly where I wanted, but that's going to make it work, so. And Damon's special on Gurik literally makes it so that it's useless. So as you can see, he did nothing for his allies. Let's use Richard first. And then I'm going to use the Mimic right after. This should kill Ceres. So we should be able to get some mana back from that. Perfect. Now, let's match these 3 reds so that I can get Revna and my other Mimic. Just kidding, the Mimic has mana reduction. Let's use Revna here. And then we should be able to kill Gurik with the 3 red tiles. Perfect. Now, let's use the Mimic here on the right. Actually, let's kill... Actually, the wither effects would get reflected back, but I'd rather not deal with the damage anyway. So let's use the Mimic on Gongoth. That'll give him some extra mana back as well after he kills him. Perfect. And then let's use Damon on Astrid. We need to start killing her. We've got our Mimic special back again. Let's go with these 3 red tiles. Let's use Damon again over here in my Ascension Mimic. Goes these blue tiles. Astrid is almost dead. We should be able to kill her with the minor damage from Richard. Perfect. Now we've just got Sung Jiang left. This battle's going pretty smooth. And we should have our Mimic end the battle if he doesn't get silenced. Perfect. Maybe not, because Sung Jiang got a little bit of health back. Alright, that's fine. Let's move this blue tile up so I can get Richard special. And let's have our red Ascension Mimic end the battle. Take the glory. 1,064 damage against Sung Jiang. Alright. So So we are 2 for 2 right now. Next up, we are going to have a Dunnerheart tank team. They've also got Sable, Bernadette, Gurik, and Eggthau. So I'm definitely going to keep in Richard since he does extra damage to red. And then I want to bring in Oni Wakamaru again in case if I need to have something against Bernadette going off. And then also Dunnerheart so that it only affects Oni Wakamaru. And then do I want to keep in Damon or bring in another blue? I think I'm going to bring another blue. Let's bring in Hogni. Yeah. All right. Let's go and just kidding. I don't have a healer right now. Good call. Let's bring in, could bring in Nautica or Revna again. I've also got Ignazio and Thalassa. Let's bring in Thalassa. Thalassa gets her first charge in just 7 tiles, and the extra blues will definitely help with killing Dunnerheart earlier if we can. Lots of blues on the board. Wow. Okay. I will take this. Let's start off with the 3 greens horizontally, setting off that cascade of 4 blues. All right. Let's move up that blue tile. And I'm really hoping these 3 blues kill Dunnerheart. Or do I want to match the 3 blues on the top left? What's he got for health left? 1706. Actually was not paying attention to how much damage the blue tiles were doing. That's my bad. I should know if 3 blues should kill him or not. I don't think that 2 tiles is going to set off his special unless if there's a cascade afterwards, because he is either slow or very slow mana speed. Slow speed. Slow mana speed. I think I'm going to take a chance with the 3 blues. It's only going to give me Oni Wakamaru special, which would be helpful if Dunnerheart did go off. You know what? Let's take a chance here and match these blues over here. And it did kill him. Awesome. And I didn't even get like a critical hit or anything like that. I did about 700 damage per tile. That worked out great. Now, let's use Thalassa to heal. And then let's use our Mimic over here, I think. On the left, yeah. We want to do as much damage to Sable and Bernadette as possible if we can. I'm going to hold off on using Oni Wakamaru because it's only for 2 turns. Let's match these greens up against Bernadette. All right. Now I'm gonna use Oni Wakamaru now, and let's ghost these 3 blue tiles on the left over here. Or I guess they don't really get ghosted because of the minion that the Sable has. I'm going to hold on to my blue specials because Dunnerheart is about to get revived. And actually, going to be able to use a special also, which is not ideal. Let's use Oni Wakamaru again. How many more turns is Sable in the ghost form? Only 1 more turn. Okay, yeah. Let's use Oni Wakamaru now. And then I am going to hold off on using the blue tiles because I want them to go up against Dunnerheart, who is now alive. Good thing that Oni Wakamaru has the taunt. Now, how many more turns does Bernadette have the slime revive? 3 more turns. Man. Dunnerheart does not have it, though. And we are going to use our specials because I'd rather Bernadette go into the slime revive and use her special than cast the paintings. All right, let's see if we can kill her with the red one since that's more powerful. All right, she's going to go into that slime revive form. Let's use our blue Ascension Mimic and then match these 4 blue tiles. Let's heal with Thalassa, use Oni Wakamaru again, And I'm really hoping this blue tile can kill Bernadette. And it did. Awesome. I'm gonna hit this purple dragon, hoping I get a blue to come up with the other ones. Sable's gonna go off again. Let's ghost these 3 blue tiles. Let's heal with Thalas. I'm gonna hold on to my other blue specials until Sable's closer to come out of that ghost form. They're still in the slime revive. Gonna match these greens and reds, try to do some tile dumping. Timer's going off now. We're at about 4.5 minutes. Ooh, please don't die. I don't want Kamara, please. Thank you. Let's use him again. And I'm gonna hit this green dragon. And good thing that I did use him because Bernadette got revived and he's gonna be dead. Let's see if we can kill Bernadette again. Close to it. Yep, she's dead. Awesome. Let's match these 3 reds. And let's kill Sable before she revives anybody else. This should kill her. Perfect. Now we're looking good. Let's match these 3 reds over here. And now we can pretty much ghost tiles. Let's match the 3 greens vertically, see if we can get a blue somewhere in there. And we did not. Gurik is gonna cast his slime revive shenanigan again. I'm just gonna hold on to my specials until after he is done. Or that could reduce the last special anyway. That slime revive being for like 5 turns or 6 turns or whatever the hell it is like crazy. Having to go through letting that go. I don't even know if I have any tiles I can ghost over here. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I think the only tiles I have that I can match are these red tiles. So let's kill off Gurik so that they don't cast the slime revive again, at least. Nice cascade of blues and reds right after. Wow, okay. We actually might be able to end this battle right now then. Not quite. Alright, he's gonna cast the slime revive shenanigan again. Just gonna hold on to my specials until he is out of it. And he is. We should be able to end this battle. Let's have our Ascension Mimic get the glory. Just kidding. Richard hit for 3,800 damage. All right, we are 3 for 3 now. Next up, we are going to have a dueler flare tank team. They've also got a bunch of the new of War of Three Kingdoms family members with Ruan Zhao Qi, Li Qiu, Song Jiang, and the new hero Sun Erniang. So I am thinking about bringing some yellows here. Gonna take out Oniwakamaru since he's still useful against a team like this, but I'd rather have more powerful heroes. So let's take out everybody but our Ascension mimics, and let's bring in some yellow heroes. I think I'm going to bring in Sludges. That will help with the Firestorm shenanigan that Duelifleur casts, and then also we can potentially get some dodging and extra damage from everybody's special attacks. So let's go and take a look at who we have for holy heroes with Sludges, and then actually let's put Sludges over here, and then let's also bring in Zhuge Liang for some minions and fiends, and then also some counterattack. There is like some little bit of overwriting with the counterattack between Zhuge Liang and Sludges, but it's not a bad thing for that to happen. And then let's bring in one other attacker, maybe Toon Leonidas for the mana cut that he offers. Yeah, let's bring him in there and then get our Ascension Mimic back. Okay, let's go into battle with this. I just want the defensive troop over here. All right, we're good to go. Not a great board for yellows, unfortunately. Let's see if we can make this work. I may have to just tile dump with against Duelifleur and let her go off a couple times. I am going to need Sludges to make it so I don't have to deal with the Firestorm or Fire Core. Molten Core, that's what the word I'm looking for. Let's start off with the 4 purples up top on the left. Alright. Now, I could match the 3 yellows, or I could see if I could try to get something bigger. I think I'm going to try to see if we can get something bigger. Let's match the 3 reds vertically up against Duelifleur. Please give me some yellows. Nope. Alright, let's match these 3 blues, see if we can get some yellows. We did get 1. Alright. So we're going to be able to at least match a 4 match of yellows. Actually, we can match a yellow diamond by moving up that 1 yellow tile on the right. Perfect. And we've got our blue Mimic. I'm going to hold off on using him, though, because of that extra defensive Firestorm ward that they get. And then let's hit this yellow diamond. That's going to give me all of my yellow specials. I maybe should have tried to use the Mimic to kill Duelifleur with that, but it's a little late now. Alright, let's use Sludges and Zhuge Liang, and then let's use the Mimic over here, or let's use Leonidas first. See if we can kill Duelifleur by himself. If not, then we'll be able to gain some mana with the Mimic. Maybe if we could do at least how much damage? 816, but she's got that Firestorm ward thing. Let's see what we can do. Not enough to kill her, unfortunately. Alright. Well, that's alright. Let's match these 4 reds. It's going to give me my other Ascension Mimic, and maybe we can kill her with that. Critical hits are killing me. Alright, well, at least Song Jiang is dead from the counterattack. Let's use the Mimic over here on the left. 3 heroes, and Duelifleur is dead. Awesome, that worked out great. Now, let's match these 3 greens so I can match the reds next turn, or we could get a Cascade. Let's match these 3 reds so I can ghost those 3 yellow tiles. Or we could get a yellow diamond, even better. 1 tile short for Zhuge Liang. That's not ideal. Alright, let's use Leonidas against Li Q. And then I'm going to match this blue diamond. Trying not to use the yellow diamond if I can avoid it. Let's move up this one yellow tile so that I can hit the green dragon to match the last yellow tile I need. Everybody stay alive, please. Do not set that green hero off. Oh my god, that was close. Alright, let's use Zhuge Liang, and then... I'm thinking about hitting the one on the right. No, let's hit the two on the left. We should be able to kill EQ with one of the mimics. Hopefully. Perfect, that worked out great. Now, let's hit the yellow diamond. That's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yellow tiles. That's not going to be enough for Zhuge Liang. Alright, let's just match the greens and yellows over on the right-hand side. That way, I had one extra ghosted yellow tile, and we got one that came up. Alright, she got some counterattack. Very nice. Now, let's cut Ruan Zhaoqi's mana with Leonidas. And it actually killed him anyway. Let's hit this yellow diamond now. That will now give me Zhuge Liang special again. Let's use our Mimic. Hit this green diamond to do some tile dumping. And they are dead from the counterattack. Awesome. Okay. We are 4 for 4. Next up, we are going to go up against a Song Jiang tank team. We already went up against him once. We've got another Gurik. We already went up against him. Another Song Jiang. Trying to find a different type of tank in the standard V. We've got Fergus. All right. So let's mix things up a little bit and bring in some of my heroes that are good for Fergus. Although I think I'm going to bring in Oni Wakamoto because of the fact that the two mimics are not great to bring up against Fergus because they don't have the ability to resist either the instant mana reduction or the negative mana ailment. So let's bring in them, and then I'm going to bring in a couple woodland fawns so that I can have a healer. Let's bring in Bramble and Peregrine. They'll have a 100% chance to resist the instant mana reduction and the negative mana ailment in case if Fergus goes off before Oni Wakamoto. Okay, let's go into battle with this. So I need 5 blues to get Oni Wakamoto activated. Let's start off with the 3 purples on the left horizontally. See if we can get a blue underneath. We did not. Let's match the 3 purples, see if we can get a blue, and we did get one there. And some other stuff, and a cascade that's going to set off those blues. Cool. Let's match the 3 reds, see if we can get a blue. We did get a blue there too. Awesome. Alright, no more tiles. No more tiles. Thank you, that was close. Let's use Oni Wakamoto first, and I'm definitely attacking the 3 on the right because of the fact that I want to kill Sable before she revives anybody. Alright, decent amount of damage there. Now, let's match these 3 greens on the bottom. After Fergus goes off, I should get my specials for both of my green fawns over there, Bramble and Peregrine. Just kidding. I have the taunt on Oni Wakamoto, so that actually didn't really work out. That's alright, though. Sable's going to go off. Also not ideal. Although, we might be killing Li Q because of the counterattack from Oni Wakamoto. We're going to find out in a moment. Yep, he's dead. And so is Oni Wakamoto, unfortunately. Also not ideal. Let's use Bramble first and then Peregrine. Now, let's use the 3 reds on the left up against Gongoth. That's going to give me my Mimic. And let's see if we can kill Fergus. Get some mana back. Not quite. Ceres is almost dead too. don't love my options here. Let's match the 3 yellows up against Fergus. If we can get a green somewhere. We got a green diamond. I will take it. He's dead. Awesome. Now, I'm going to get some mana instantly in one more turn. I'm not going to hit the green diamond yet. Let's just match these 3 blues. And Ceres is dead. Cool. We got our instant mana. And I think I'm going to hit the green diamond now. Yeah. Let's use Bramble first and then Peregrine over there on the right. Let's hit these 4 blues up against Sable. That's going to give me my Ascension Mimic, and we can attack these 2 over here. Sable's got 2448 shield and 2160 on League Q. We should be able to kill Sable, and even including the minion. That worked out good. Now, let's match these 4 reds. Yeah. Thought it might set off League Q, but that's okay. Let's hit this blue dragon. That's going to set off a cascade of the reds underneath. And between the tiles and the red Ascension Mimic, we should be able to kill Li Q. Let's use Bramble first. Let's kill Li Q with the Ascension Mimic. Not quite, man. Let's hit the purple dragon. Or is that going to set him off again? And I don't think it's going to be enough to kill him. So I am going to have to use Peregrine to kill him, unfortunately. But that's okay. Let's now hit this purple dragon by matching the 4 purples. And then that's going to set that cascade of blues underneath as well, which we can use up against Gongoth. I'm getting withered away, unfortunately. So the damage that the Mimic is going to do this time around is not going to be very much. He's got like 950 wither on the attack. So let's see what we can do there. 677 damage. Really, honestly, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Let's use our red Ascension Mimic, see if this is enough to kill him. And it is. Awesome. Okay, we are 5 for 5 with our Ascension Mimics today. Next up, we are going to find another standard V. We've got another Gurik. We already went up against him. Again, I'm trying to find different tanks to show you these Ascension Mimics. And we're losing a lot of food by rerolling, unfortunately. We're in the top 15 right now, ranked globally. So Gurik is a top meta tank right now. So seeing lots of him. We've got another Fergus. Come on, Empires and Puzzles. Give me somebody new, or we may have to settle for somebody. We may have to settle for another Gurik. Oh, we've got Sludges this time. All right. This is kind of a weird team, though. They're ranked 642. I don't know why they gave me a rank 642. Actually, they're within 165 cups or something like that, actually. So I could go up against this team. I don't really think that it would be a difficult battle, though, because the Ascension Mimics also have the passive where they have the perfect accuracy, so it is actually ideal to go up against Sludges. So, you know what? Let's do this, actually, and go up against them. I want to bring in, for one battle, Grimsteel to see what his attack growth will do for the Ascension Mimic. And I'm going to bring in Grimsteel and also Nautica to speed them up. And then let's get the other Ascension Mimic back in here. And then for my last hero, let's bring in maybe another healer just so that we can ensure that nobody dies. Or if they do, actually, let's bring in either Revna or maybe even, who am I looking for here? Ignazio. Yeah, let's bring in Ignazio. That'll give me the attack up and the attack growth from the effects from Grimsteel. All right. Yeah, let's go into battle with this. I do want to switch the mimics, though. Okay, let's go into battle with this. The only 2 attacking specials I have are the Ascension Mimics, so we're going to be able to really see the type of damage that we can get from those 2. I'm going to start off with the 3 blues on the left. That's going to set off that cascade of purples. Nice cascading. Now we've got 4 blues on the bottom we can match. Let's match those. Now, I am going to match the 3 greens over here like this to move up the reds. And we got another blue cascade. Wow. And then some more stuff. That worked out great. Now, let's use Grimsteel first for the attack growth. And then let's use Nautica. And then, thinking about holding on to my Ascension Mimic for now. Let's see if we can get Ignazio's special. And we were able to with those 3 tiles. Perfect. Now, let's use Ignazio first to heal and to give me the attack up. He also cleanses the water damage that we've got. And then I'm going to attack the 3 on the right here with the blue Mimic first. Actually, no, let's attack the 3 in the middle since the other Beowulf was already damaged a little bit. We might be able to kill him with the second one. So we just dealt about 1,500 damage to these 3 enemies. 2210 shield on Sludgus, 1989 on Beowulf, and 1925 on the other Beowulf. Now, remember, I've got the attack up, but I've also got the attack growth on both of these Mimics. And this is the stronger one. Really doesn't give that much extra damage considering he has 150 higher attack on his base version. But, alright, let's match these 3 blues up against Sludgus. And again, the dancing effect has no effect on the Ascension Mimics that I have because of the fact that they have that perfect accuracy passive. All right, let's match these 4 greens now. I just need 1 tile to see if we can kill Beowulf, and hopefully he doesn't revive again. Of course he does. Let's match these 3 yellows. See if we can get a blue or red on the bottom. We didn't, or we did, just not in the right spot. All right, let's match these 3 reds, setting off that cascade of blues. That's going to give me Grimsteel special, which we desperately need to heal before the other Beowulf goes off. And now let's match these 3 blues this way so that I can get my other blue specials back. Hopefully everybody's still alive. Oof, my Mimic almost died. That was close. Let's hit the 3 in the middle again here with the 2 Mimics. Really hoping Beowulf dies. And he did that time. Cool. Okay. Now let's match these 3 reds. That's going to give me Ignazio. I'm going to hold off on using him. What does Sedil do again? Deals 450% damage to all enemies. And everybody gets burn damage. And the Wither. Yeah, let's definitely wait for Ignazio. That way I can cleanse the fire damage. For now, let's hit this green dragon. Nice cascade of blues. Is that going to kill Sludgus? And it did. Awesome. That was great. Let's use Grimsteel first, and then Ignazio, and then now I'm gonna match the 3 blues here. Should give me my other 2 blues. Perfect. Let's use Nautica first, and then I'm gonna use the blue Mimic, and then the red Mimic over here on the right. This should kill Beowulf, so long as he doesn't revive again, and I should have used Grimsteel first. That was dumb of me, although it didn't matter, because both of them actually died. I just unfortunately have to deal with Beowulf reviving again. Alright, let's ghost these 3 red tiles. I'm going to hold off on using Grimsteel until after Beowulf probably goes off in the next turn or 2. Let's use the Mimic over here. See if we can kill Beowulf with tiles. And we were able to that time. Awesome. Nice cascading. Use Ignazio, Grimsteel, hit this green dragon to get the 1 tile I need for my Mimic to go off. And let's end the battle with the Mimic killing Ruanzelki. He's got a ton of extra attack because of the growth factor and the attack up. So 3842 for his attack stat. And then Ruanzelki's got 2059 shield. Let's see how much damage this does to end the battle. 2304. Very nice. Ended up going 6 for 6 with our 2 Ascension Mimics and faced some tough defenses. That one was probably the easiest one out of the ones that we did face. Currently ranked 13th overall in the global rankings after those 6 raids. The Ascension Mimics were definitely pretty fun to use, and you definitely got to see the effects from the extra mana that they get when they kill somebody, and then also that 50% health, and tile damage was definitely pretty good, even considering most of those battles that I did were either 3-2 or 3-1-1 or 2-2-1, even a couple of them, but we were able to get some good tile damage and also the effects from the specials. I of course do use my Ascension Mimics when farming regularly through regular map and quest stages as well, but they can definitely be used in raids and war as well. Let me know if you've got any of these Ascension Mimics and how you use them in wars and raids. And that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful. And if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.